Did you win a thing? I'm pretty sure you won a thing, right? Second
Oh,
place in the thing.
I came in second. I came in second in the thing, which is really good. I was really proud of myself.
BikeThief, nice guy so far in our little chit chat here, friend of platform, and he's got a great name. So we're gonna kick things off here. We were gonna play some jank tonight, so we've got a villain mill deck versus Chopper. Apparently, the Chopper deck is jank. So cool story. Whee!
We're gonna play some jank. So I'm gonna play the.
I never agreed to play jank.
We'll see if we can. Yeah, Loopy runs his own code.
Guys, I'd like to try out this deck. It's got some droids in it, and this Fateful Companion seems pretty good, so I'll try that out.
Yeah, he's running jank. It's a jank version.
Right. I was testing Chopper, R2, and K2SO at one point. It's really bad, but you get to play Droid Stay Out, which is the reason I liked it.
I have that deck built. I like it too. Imperial Spy, you don't have to be here. I'm just going to make the drawing at midnight and pull a name from the hat. There's 24 people in the drawing.
I just need a second to get this stream put up here on the website. 1 second, guys. Sorry, little technical difficulties.
Okay, so we're not running yet?
Not yet.
That wonderful intro was all for nothing.
Can give me a link to the stream so I can see the chat?
Oh, the chat's in our Discord, live stream chat.
Shoot chat. Well, there you go.
So we're doing a drawing tonight, just to let you know, Matt, on for this, we're giving away a Bones mat. People entered the contest by participating in chat the last 2 weeks.
Very cool. Chat. What is that mat from?
It's from Game Shop of Destiny, and it's the Season 3 kit, Bones mat.
Oh, right on.
Season 2? Or Season 3. Season 3. Everybody can't get this kit for whatever reason. My own store doesn't have it yet.
My shop doesn't either.
I mean, this Games and Stuff is one of the biggest stores on the East Coast, man, and it doesn't have it. We'll get 90 people for that Maryland Regional, Matt.
It's pretty awesome. We had 33 for the first one in Massachusetts I went to, and then only like 22 for the second one. But the Canadians come down for them, which is really nice because those guys are
22? Is that the Gardner, Massachusetts one?
No, I don't know how many were at Gardner. We're at Fairhaven. Fairhaven was like 22.
Did Joe show up for Fairhaven? He did, didn't he?
He won that one.
And he won that one with that deck. Okay, I like that deck. That's a deck I'm going to run in my.
No, he won Gardner with the. You're talking about the Snoke deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he won Gardner with Snoke. He won Fairhaven with Chopper.
I got it.
All right, we're ready to go. You guys are good. Everybody can hear us plausibly. Enjoy.
Okay, we're live.
Everybody.
Thank you.
I guess I'll redo the intro in case people missed it. BikeThief, he's got second place at a thing. He's got a cool name. And he's playing a fun deck into a meta-defining deck. And it should be a good time. Whee! Giving away a Bones playmat in a little while. So hang out.
Yeah, that's right. Courtesy of Game Shop of Destiny is our sponsor.
I keep forgetting the table with the Game Shop of Destiny logo on it. I gotta remember to do that, but
I think I bought a bunch of cards off them right before Worlds.
All right, it's your choice on the battlefield. Well,
it's my choice. I'm gonna play my battlefield because that's how I roll.
I can't spell. Yep, everybody's liking Game Shop of Destiny, man. They've got some great stuff. I mean, and Nick has that store just to supply everybody with stuff.
Loopy, don't think too long on where you're going to put your shields. I am playing Neil.
I was considering putting them on C3PO just because he never gets them.
If you haven't guys had ever a chance to sit down across the mat ranks, man, and play some Destiny with him, man, guy's great and just a terrific card player in general. He comes from a background of Magic, The Gathering, and a bunch of other games, and looking forward to some good talk and chatter with my man tonight.
At some point, it'll be easier for me to chat when I'm not actually bending him over backwards trying to learn how this deck works.
Oh, that's cool. We'll ask you your questions and stuff when you're away from a deck playing or something.
All right.
He's going to Rebel Trader in.
Oh, this is the anti droid tag. Watch this.
Is this the spice?
Oh, I'm gonna rebel trader him, so I'm gonna make him activate something else. Yeah, you have to activate 3PO next.
Oh,
oops.
There we go. Oh, we got the skill tracker special.
Don't I get to pick which character I activate?
I don't know. Oh yeah, you have to activate one of your characters. Listen. Hey, you do your thing.
I don't know if anybody's out there, but I think that's the ruling on Rebel Trader. It just means activate a character.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is.
You know, you could have waited though until he activated somebody and then made him activate. I guess. You don't get to pick the opponent's character. Beacon Fire chimes in. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah. Listen.
Hey, I was happy about the Rebel Trader thing with the Pulse Cannon find out this week, where you can just activate the Rebel Trader and then resolve the Pulse Cannon.
Trader's good.
Well, you put the pulse cannon on your rebel trader so that the die gets protected. Like you activate rebel trader.
They can't mitigate it because they
can't mitigate it.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's a very important dice to protect because it represents, like Vader's fist level, like similar kind of damage output. Right? It's a mini fist.
Do your little. You did your little fixing.
Oh yeah.
I did my cheating.
He abused Fateful Chain. He abused that broken plot.
How about let's get rid of that one?
That's a beautiful thing right there.
This game does not. Sorry to interrupt you. Does not have a broken plot. Is let's see, Marvel Champions, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Playing both those games.
Yeah, I'm playing that Champions game. Fallen Order's pretty good looking, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get that, but a lot of people are running through it.
It's really fun.
Reisman says mini fist. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on this holiday edition.
Sorry,
Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. That's pretty gross sitting there, Bike Thief. Double discards, no money, but man.
Except I'm kind of broke. And I can't remember. You have a resource on you. You have resources there. I'm gonna play Question Loyalty, and I'm gonna name Easy Pickings.
Yeah, Beacon Fire, we hear you. When CM hits, man, we'll be back into the jam. Everybody be like, happy, happy, happy.
Good pull back. I learned what I need to learn.
I figure we just keep this thing going, the Star Wars Destiny thing on Friday nights, but it's just hard to really grind super hard on something when rules references coming, they tell you it's coming, a new set's coming. So it's just hard to test in this meta or feel like you're getting any value out of that.
So you might as well play Chaparral.
All right, Imperial Spy.
I don't like playing real. I don't actually play full meta stuff. I usually try to play a variation of it to some extent. I don't know. This whole Fateful Companions thing is just so busted. It's dirty.
Can they see that when I put that notepad up there?
If anybody has a picture of the new Poe, I need that. I need that really bad.
I called focus, not discard, so you can keep the dice.
We did, so I can keep that. Yeah, let's get rid of this.
They can't see me when I do stuff on my computer. Only on your computer, right?
They can't see anything on your computer, man. I can still make the Poe dice and just not have his face. Just put the old Poe up there. Nobody would care, right?
Thanks, Beacon. Game Shop at Destiny is the best place to buy your Destiny singles. Great prices and the biggest selection of in-stock singles. Get a free Thrawn Alt Art card with your minimum purchase of $5. Please visit their website, gameshopaddestiny.com, and use discount code Late Night for 15% off singles. We'll thank Nick for sponsoring.
Yeah, I don't think I can make this dice really. I mean, it won't have any art on it. It'll just be a red dice.
Take an indirect. That'll teach you.
So he's going to pump. Is that the 3? Or the 4? That's 3.
Yeah, it's 3 damage and then 2.
That's pretty gross.
All right, you have the focus, and you have that. All right, let's roll out. I'll roll a Rebel Trader and make you activate Chopper. There we go. Look at that. That's action. All right, let me do this. I'll power action Wolfie Lauren. I'll look at your hand, and if you have a copy of any of the cards in your discard pile.
Way to go, T6 Ted, man. 5 and 2, he made his cut.
Those are all brand new. Okay.
It's a fresh 5. Hey, Pelton, can we make the power action token bag all late night tokens? Cool.
So once again, if anybody has a picture of the new Poe, like one of the foils that they got from Worlds or something, that'd be great if I can get that.
Do you just need like a picture? If I take a picture of a card, I have that card.
If you take a picture of the card and send it to me in a PM, that would, yeah.
Let me do that. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna do it.
Did you take off the money from the disrupt?
What's that?
Did you remove the money when I disrupted with our?
Did you disrupt me and I miss it?
Yeah, I think so.
Totally missed it. Should I have 0 money?
Yeah, you should have. As long as those 2 dice are still.
I have 0 money. Me or you now?
It's.
I have money again.
I just found one on eBay.
Let's do key move. The next card you play has ambush. I'll remove the character die. Shit. Listen. Yeah. I was fine. I'll remove that Chewy's dice.
Sorry guys, I'm doing all this like random stuff. Making spoilers.
Imposing presence. Because you have 3 or less cards in your hand, and remove that. Get $1. I'll spend $1. Play some Deja Vu.
So bad that Platt's doing all that work to get this card, and I just found it online. I tell him, just keep it.
So this deck is a deck. I think Nick Cuenca. This was something that he was tooling around with right before Gen Con, and I really liked it just because I like Mahdi a lot. And he was like, "Listen, it's a good deck, but it cannot beat droids." And I was like, "Well, that's fine. How many droids is going to be at Gen Con anyway?" The answer to that question was way too many droids. But fortunately, the night before Gen Con, I decided to play Raylo instead of this deck, and it worked out okay.
Yeah, second place at a major. Pretty good.
I did the grappling
thing, right? I'm gonna power action Wolfie Lauren. Look at your hand. Good lesson. Your inability to draw a second card of any of those cards is really frustrating. All right, keep it fine. I don't want them. Your cards aren't good enough for me to make you discard. Anthony, when's your next prime? Anthony.
Getting hit up on Discord by everybody.
All right, Boom. I sent it over to you. It took me a while to get it because it's a foil card and it was tough to get a glare off of that thing.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys
Beacon sent me one. I just found one on eBay, so I'm working on making the spoiler.
All right, cool.
Sorry, paint. Go away.
eBay probably had a good picture of it.
It didn't before, so that's why I like asked you. But it's been a while since I initially was looking for it.
A risky move and then Deja Vu it to get rid of both those dice.
So my next card has doubling.
The next card you play has ambush, and the next card you play has ambush. So I don't think it's redundant.
Ambush does not stack.
No, it doesn't stack.
Rolling out the chopper. Looks pretty lethal.
Right into my plans.
The 4 side, that's a big dog.
Right, we'll get some dice out there.
I miss McBobber.
Yeah, I mean, I miss McBobber too.
There.
Not bad. You got the skill tracker special.
Great. All right, Loopy. Listen, I don't have very many pleasures in this world. Don't take them all away.
He must keep taking your money.
Well, I mean, this deck isn't good. Is the problem?
He's automated Wolf's die out of here.
Feel that was a courtesy on his part. He's like, listen, I know you can't pay for it, but I'm gonna make you feel a little better about yourself. Let's get rid of Bubble Shield and try to get something.
See, now I got a problem. Just taking the damage when I hit it.
Looks good, Pone. I saw that.
Just have to make the dice now. The dice is the hardest part.
We got money, +2, and a discard.
Sorry.
Yeah, you don't have anything to use that on.
Just gonna claim. Mill you for 2.
Got an R2. And you got a flee. BikeThief's still sitting on a good health size health pool. 10 and 7.
Is that just 1?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
$16 health left for the mill. Oh, he's got deja vu down though.
All right. We go. It's that Revel Trader Skill Tracker combo that everyone's been talking so much about.
That's pretty hot.
All right.
So I'm gonna shamelessly plug my Twitch channel that I started up. Sorry,
you can't Ewok ambush into Rebel Trader, right?
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know.
You can't because you can't play the card. You got to activate a character.
Yeah.
Like type.
So it's all I have. Don't take this one thing away from me.
So I relaunched my Poem Games brand as a Twitch account. So I'm gonna be doing gameplay, like Xbox. It's like other things I'm doing by myself. I'm just gonna do on that because it's not really like a late night gaming thing. It's just like Poem Games, on Twitch. So if you're interested in some content there, it's just one word, Poem Games. I have 1 follower right now, so you can be the second follower if you can jump in there.
Sounds like me when you first started Poem Games on YouTube. That was your 1 follower.
It was Sir Lone Star last night watching me on YouTube, and then he watched me live play the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and then he got me the follow on Twitch, so that's cool.
I'm gonna hit the 2 weapons.
I find that Twitch is like a lot harder to get like any sort of exposure, but okay. I think in time I can build that up. And I'm just going to be playing like Xbox kind of stuff. Like I'm going to play the Fallen Order. I'm going to be playing I'm going to go back and play like the old Star Wars games. So
like what? What do you got in mind? Like the old Jedi Outcast games and stuff like that?
I just like haven't played even like Battlefront or like Battlefront. Like I played Battlefront, but I haven't played Battlefront 2 yet. So I was going to play that. But I figure, Star Wars fans, people might be interested in Beacon said he was the 4th follower of Poem Games on YouTube. Sweet. Yeah, Beacon Fire is a OG supporter of our stream. I really, really like Beacon Fire. Well, we're just me mentioning it, I got a couple follows, so I appreciate it, guys. It's one of those things. I feel like if I have a lot more confidence in like, this late night gaming thing has made me feel like I can start something, something else on Twitch and get some traction there.
Rolls to the money. He's going to take the 2 money.
And, it was like, there is already a late night gaming on Twitch, which is kind of weird. So it's like kind of hard to brand that, and like realistically, I'm just gonna be doing solo games because like my rig can't handle like multiplayer. Like it just can't do Xbox multiplayer.
Too much.
Yeah, I tried playing just like Halo Anniversary. Like I was playing some like Halo 4, like, you know, just murking noobs and stuff, and the Banshee and stuff, and like it just was so grainy and disgusting. Like it was terrible.
And the indirect side.
But
Cocky.
I'm doing multi-stream,
I'm
you know,
typing well.
so it's just one of those things where I feel like the YouTube's got like pretty good support, but I think it'd be cool to try to get people over to the Twitch too.
What was with the discarding for me?
It was cocky, so you discard your hand. We each discard 2 cards.
New Balance won't be here. That won't be here. It'll be here before you know it, guys.
I think like the real, like the Facebook toxicity this week on as far as like some of the, you know, the state of the game and things like that. I don't need to weigh in too much. I already weighed in on Facebook and got roasted. But basically, like, I think that you can play these games casually too. Like, even if you don't, like, there's issues with your game. Like, there's issues with Star Wars Destiny right now, like the meta game. Like, you can still play the game, like, that you love, you know, play other games. And I think that's what I'm starting to realize, that I can have a balance in, like, what I'm interested in doing. And that's probably, like, for the best. You know what I'm saying, Platt? Like, I know, like,
yeah,
our late night gaming team, we're always on, you guys are always on the Discord talking about other games and, like, playing miniature craps and, like, how you painted this thing and, like, you know, posting videos of this, like, expert painter dude and, like, check this out. And, like, I just was never, like, even appealed, none of that appealed to me. But I think, like, at this stage, like, I'm interested in, like, trying other games and even, like, trying to go to my local and just, like, hanging out and just, you know, there's a shop that opened recently, like, in my town that's, like, really small, and just, like, showing up with, you know, some Destiny, but just, like, being open to, like, learning other games, you know, like, maybe somebody has, like, some Yu-Gi-Oh crap or some other whatever, just to, like, do something, you know, just to play games, like, and get into different things.
Yeah, I mean, I just picked up Tapestry today, the Civilization game,
Nice.
over games and stuff. So, I mean, I like board games overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is crap.
Most
I
of
did
the
play. I
painting
played
comments
2
were just,
games. At,
like,
God,
directed towards
what?
me.
Oh, the painting.
I think you just directed some painting hate towards me. But I set up my painting table last night.
Oh, the painting table looks sweet. I actually watched this guy, the video you posted,
Alright,
like
so-
the expert painter guy. I did see Yu-Gi-Oh is crap. Some guy tried to show me a Yu-Gi-Oh game, and like, I like OTK'd someone on like, you know, after like 30 seconds. I'm like, this is so stupid.
Yeah, I've been playing some Tainted Grail. I like all kinds.
Flat, you're up.
Yeah, it's good to diversify, you know.
I watched some videos on the Dragon Ball Super game. That one seems decent. I like when there's decision points in games. Like, that's what I like. That you have to actually decide what to do. That's kind of like why I like the Marvel Champions too, because it doesn't like totally play itself.
Someone coming over, jump here in battle, and take my place, and I'll tell stories.
All right, Loopy v Plat, if you can do it, because I'm making this dice.
Yeah, he's not playing
All
Jank
right.
tonight. Are you playing Jank, or are you going to run that chopper deck again?
I'm running Chopper into you, buddy. Nothing but Chopper. No, I can play
Oh.
Dryden if you want. You can pick.
Oh, play Dryden. Play Dryden. I want to see
I'm just
Dryden.
not going to play Dryden into Mill. I'm just not going to do it.
We could do Dryden on Dryden.
Let's do Dryden on Dryden.
Listen, easy.
Or I could do. Here, I'll try this other.
Guys, Dryden on Dryden will get the likes. I mean, come on, like.
Here, I'll try this Kira
Like,
deck.
Can you go off of
Where the hell is it? No.
What do I do?
change
Get some
your color
things
to
red for change color. or change team.
I've never played this deck before, so this will be fun.
Yeah, I'm a spectator. So, Anthony, when is your next prom? When you have a prom coming up?
Yeah, I think I'm going to travel down to Norfolk on the 14th. I'll go down the night before. And try my luck down there.
You played any primes yet this season?
Not yet.
Are you running?
I'm thinking about running that Snoke pile.
Looks really fun. A bunch of people ran it, I think. I think there were like 3 or 4 in that top 8.
Yeah, I thought. I think it looks like a deck that could spike damage. I should have kept what I just threw back. Oh, that's terrible.
It lost to Snoke
3.
with Battle Droid and
Afro?
some other was it? It was more of a DPS base. I can't remember. One of the Canadians was running it at Fairhaven last month. You guys want to hear the Fairhaven story?
I want to hear the Fairhaven story.
I'll tell the Fairhaven story. This is a good, and I want to preface this story by saying the folks at the Fairhaven shop, which I can't remember the name of, the War Room or something. They were awesome. They were a good bunch of guys, but we had something went terribly wrong, basically, and I get a little salty. So we drive. So for those of you that aren't aware of how American geography works, I live in Maine. Maine is the northeasternmost state, and we are a really long ways away from basically everything. Even the other Massachusetts primes are like a 3-hour drive for us. So it's a battle to be able to play in events. Add that to the fact that the Hyperloops are all local to Massachusetts means I have to play against Joe Cologne every time I go to a local tournament, which is really fun. But the upside is our primes are really competitive, which is really good because we get to play against good players all the time, which is really fun. And I mean that with 100% sincerity because it's how you get good. So we drive to Fairhaven, down near the town of New Bedford.
Oh my
and
Lord.
It's like 22 people, so 3 and 2, or 5 rounds of Swiss, meaning 3 and 2 with decent tiebreakers, and you're probably good to go.
This is weird. So 3 and 2 with tiebreakers, you said?
Yeah, like in 5 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 8. Like they said, they were supposed to cut to top 4, and they basically asked everyone, "What do you want to do?" And everyone was like, "Just cut to top 8." Obviously, because everyone wanted a better chance of making the elimination rounds, getting the sweet Raylo playmat.
It's on.
It's my favorite card that doesn't get played often enough. Card's so good. So I started 2-0. I won my second match.
Unbelievable.
I was playing Iden Beckett, and that deck's really fun. And I'm probably going to play it again in New Hampshire in a couple weeks. And I beat really good local player Nick Charette, who was on Forlom in the first round, and I played a guy Nick Morgan, who was on Mill. He was Yoda Leia Mill in the second round, thanks to a really clutch Admiral reset, where I got to activate Iden like 3 times on the third turn, which is really good. And then I lost in the third round, so I was 2-1, but still a good start. And then I beat a Vader deck in the fourth round to go 3-1. Now at this point, for those of you that play tournaments, are probably aware that if you start 2-0 and then drop to 2-1 and then go to 3-1, your tiebreakers should be pretty good. But at the end of my match, I mentioned to my opponent, who I presume is now 2-2, And I said, hey, well, good luck next round. You know, you're still alive. You have a shot to make top 8 if you win. And he says, oh, no. I'm 1-3, so I'm eliminated. And I said, well, that's peculiar, because I don't know why me, as a 2-1 player, should be playing someone who's 1-2. Getting paired down happens, but it's infrequent. And so it just sat in the back of my head that I thought it was a little weird. And then they announced pairings for the final round, and I said to my opponent, I said, what's your record out of curiosity? And he said, my record is 1-3. And I said, okay, something's terribly wrong. And it turns out they had accidentally given me a loss in the second round instead of a win. And it had corrupted my pairings. What basically ended up happening is I finished 3-2. But because my pairings had been screwed up and I had played down a couple round, like 2 of the rounds, my tiebreakers were lower than what they should have been, and I came in 9th, which was really delightful. But to their credit, they felt really bad, and so they gave me a bunch of the current season promos, I got a bunch of promo admirals and promo pulse cannons. Which I didn't have access to before because my local store doesn't get any of the OP kits. But
sounds like they have the season 3 kit.
Is that with that one, the Pulse Cannon Admirals and stuff, and the Neiman Mastery and stuff like that?
Yeah. Not many people have getting that right now.
Yeah, I was super it was super awesome. And obviously I'm playing Iden Beckett, and that deck has Pulse Cannons and Admirals in it. So it's extra sweet. And that deck's really fun. I highly recommend it. It does really fun things. If you don't realize that when you steal their last resource with Beckett's special, that you actually get 2 resources off it, which I didn't realize. Never been really keen on learning how to play the deck before I go into an event with it.
He's going to take the shield. I'll put 3, 6, 9 into Dryden.
Goddamn. Making dice is so hard.
How is your Prime season going?
There's one coming up in a few weeks, but it's pretty unlikely I'm going to be able to make it, to be honest. But
are you going to the Las Vegas Open?
I have my ticket, but it's pretty unlikely I'm going to be able to make that one either, unfortunately.
That's too bad. I'm thinking about it because I really want a Worlds invite for next year, and I don't want to. It'll be harder for me to justify making the trip to Minneapolis for a last chance qualifier versus a main event. And I'm confident enough that I could the LCQ is probably one of those things where, hey, if you finish with a winning record, you get to play in the main event. But stranger things have happened. And while I'm confident I could do okay, if they take the top third, I'm that's about where I put myself.
I wonder if they would announce that ahead of time, what exactly they're going to do for that.
Yeah, I mean, more communication is just what we're desperate for, right? I was kind of hoping, after Worlds was phenomenal this year. I had a wonderful time. And after it, I wonder if there had to be at least a little bit of a discussion where one of them said, "Geez, we had a ton of people here playing thousands of games of Destiny nonstop.
You should have 4 money. Not 5, 4.
Why did... Oh my...
You spent 2. Should be at 5 then. Okay.
I forgot to save.
I'm going to instigate.
Card.
You gotta imagine someone thought, do we really want to take away from what we did this Worlds weekend are we going to have the same amount of excitement, the same amount of players and stuff like that? And maybe they will. You know, if they
instigate again. I
if
got
they do the
ambush.
prize support.
Go ahead.
I still got another ambush after this.
Come, Anthony.
All right, so kill is 4. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it, I guess. I'll do. And hang on. And 3 more, unblockable. I'm thinking.
Did you do 3?
Yep, 1, 2, 3.
And then you took the bracers back.
Yep.
Card full is 74.
Resource money, popper.
And what is this Kashyyyk Warrior? 71. So it goes Kashyyyk Warrior, then it will go Poe.
I like this Phasma pairing with it.
And I just need to make it spawn a dice.
All right, I'll take a card.
Okay, he does a comma.
I'll claim. Kill Django.
Alright.
It's 2, 4, and 1. Okay. All right.
Alright, did Kira take?
Yep.
Put the new dice in here. And okay. Done. And then now I can take my deck.
I had $1 and I spent it. Okay, yeah.
Story of my life. Story of my life platform.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know how much money this deck would make, so, you know, it's realm of possibility that reversal could work. I think Nick's right, though. When the dice don't roll right for you, you know, or beacon fire, it doesn't work right.
I played Han Kira last year, I guess during the last year's when the primes were called regionals, and what I loved about that deck is if you didn't roll damage, you just ended up with like $7. You're like, well, I didn't do any damage this round, but I have a lot of money, and I just wanted to play a bunch of like the 3 cost events now to make up for it. But
Thinking.
Okay, I'm done. Alright, I'm no longer as distracted. Sorry about that. I was making Poe Dameron. That took me 45 minutes to make one card.
Freaking Dameron.
That's how hard. That's how long it takes, dude. It's really long, because you gotta like custom make the dice. Like all the images have to be put up on Imgur, so that they're like hosted on a cloud server. Just ridiculous, dude.
It's true passion.
Watch this greed. This man is a greedy player. There's 2, 3. He's got 3 and 2. Okay. Sure. I'll doubt the 2.
Hope you get a 3 indirect, buddy.
I know it.
The only reason this is even possible making the dice is that McBobber made like a template in Photoshop that's like incredibly helpful. Like that guy's a freak. Sir Lone Star, you should do Jedi Outcast. This freaking guy, dude. There's another spoiler that we don't have yet.
How many? 1?
Firehawk wants to know if you have to be here.
Okay. Hold off on that. I'm gonna just.
Thanks for the follow, Imperial Spy.
I'm gonna do that instead.
What did you do?
I took the money instead of doing the 1.
Did I say miniatures were crap? When did I say that? I was like hyping up like miniatures and stuff. I was saying like I think it's cool.
I think you
that,
did
like,
say miniatures are crap. I just knew you didn't mean it.
You're up.
Dude, that must have been like some subconscious, like my brain was misfiring, because what I was trying to say was that like I think it's cool that our team plays other kinds of games like miniatures and things like that, and I'm interested in like trying to get involved in that more so, like playing other stuff, because I get like obsessed with things. Like I zero in on like one game, one deck, like
2
things like
unblockable.
that, and it's not like the
And 1 more
healthiest
to the
thing
shield.
sometimes.
I want 1 more. And now do your 1.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay. 1.
Yeah, I'll do my 1.
I'll claim.
Imperial Spy, yes,
I
you
wish
did.
this was
Dang it. See, I like.
Slave.
I think I was like trying to make a bigger point. Imperials are
Get wrecked.
trash. I really said that. Wow. Or miniatures are trash. I don't remember that.
We're holding you to it, Paul.
It's now 3 people that have said are saying I said that, so I'm just like. I thought I was saying like I used to think that, you know, they were like those kinds of games weren't. Yeah, it must have been a brain mishap. So I was saying Yu-Gi-Oh is crap. Like I played Yu-Gi-Oh
Played
and
another disruptor pistol.
Yeah.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh one time at the shop and it was garbage. I've played one miniatures game and it's Blood Bowl and I thought it was fun. And like that's pretty much it. So like I don't really have like a context. So if I said that, it was I just Freudian slipped or something. I thought it was super cool, like just watching the painting video. Like you don't just like paint your guy, like it's next level. You know, like, I couldn't even explain what this guy was doing.
Wish this deck had any removal. No, I don't. Then it wouldn't be a Trident deck. I'm using the power action on Slave.
All right. That's a pretty good call.
It's not bad.
And remove the unblockable.
Hmm.
Yeah, Imperial Spy coming in. You don't just paint the minis, you paint the minis in all caps. Yeah. Sure. not just something you do like so that you can play the game. It's like it seems like that's the real hobby is the actual painting.
Oh, the
Got
game's fun,
into like historical wargaming.
Oh, why
a
wouldn't
few
you
years
X
ago.
Damage? Why wouldn't you?
Get wrecked, you're dude. Did you just lose?
Good game, Luke.
No, T6. We can't post pics, man. It's just there's too many dudes
Bike
that try to
Thief.
come in here.
You're
and
up. Home and Bike Thief now.
Hey, post some pics. Well, we can't let him post pics in live chat stream. Here, I'm making the painting channel right now. That is happening on the late night Discord. I'm making a painting sub channel, and we're gonna post pictures.
Maybe platform can make it because then you can set the permissions to like, you know, stuff like allowing pictures and stuff. Unless you can do it, but I don't know if you have permissions.
Can't you make it so everybody can post? I'm gonna make the channel, and then
Go make the channel, and I'll fine tune it.
This might
So-
be the jankiest deck I've ever built, but
Loopy, that was the luckiest roll of all time, bro. You had that game sewn up. Although I did have EMP to get rid of your Slave 1 and an easy pickings in hand. And Entangle, so I had some heavy duty removal.
I was gonna reset with Admiral if I could survive, but I mean it was.
Did you have UR in command?
Yeah, I did.
You beast.
Oh, Modoc is in our painting channel. That's from the new Marvel Crisis Protocol game.
Yeah, Modoc is awesome, dude.
You said it wrong.
all right, guys. So this is
How do you say it?
Tarful Pose Solidarity, dude. How janky is this? Like,
The guy was yelling, and he was a giant head in a chair.
I would
I
like
figured-
not that.
on this one, I figured high health guys. You know, seems good, and they have decent dice and abilities and stuff. So let's try it out.
All right, everybody, post your crappy miniatures in the mini painting chat.
I mean, it's good to play a lot of games and different stuff. You can't just hone in on Destiny. You're gonna get burnt out if you play Destiny all the time.
What is this?
I mean, that's how I feel. So I'm like,
My
you know,
God, this
I
is
like
the
to play
worst
the
thing
Outer
I've ever
Rim.
seen.
you know, any kind of these other games, Terraforming Mars, and just there's all kinds of games out there that are great. You know, Terminator, Rise of Resistance, and you guys play a lot. You got Tainted Grail. I was looking at Wingspan today. That looks really good.
Yeah, we
Played Wingspan tonight.
Yeah.
We're closing my office on Monday to play board game. Because that's the day after my birthday.
There's like no removal in this deck. This is just like pure gas, like get wrecked.
What's the one with the God of Ares that you play? The one that you painted?
That's Mythic Battles Pantheon.
Yeah.
And for the record, I am 1-0 against McBopper in Mythic Battles Pantheon.
Got one,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Deathlight, you know, Sparkle says he loves
6,
minis, it seems. I love mini games too. Like, I've got Big Trouble in Little China, the game, board game. That's got a ton of minis in it.
Where's the
You know,
target?
so
here?
many games with minis. Tapestry's got these cool already painted minis. Journey
I
to
think I
Middle
want you
Earth.
to go
That's
for
a game I
Tarful so
haven't
I
even got
can
into.
get his dice boosted up.
What's Tarful do? He's the one. He if once he's like Chewbacca the Beast.
Yeah,
right, where
he gets enraged. Yeah, basically.
it's only his damage dice. His focus and his resources stay the same.
That's correct.
Cool. Are we both playing mono red? Look at this. It's the future of Destiny.
I mean, this is just like fun stuff, you know.
It's all on the reflexes, Beacon Fire. On the Pork Chop Express.
All right, your action there, bud.
All right, let's do.
Yeah. Outer Rim is great. Yeah, Imperial Spy. I can't say enough about Outer Rim.
On.
Let's hope they make a Mandalorian expansion to that game. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh man, look at all the minis coming in. We'll get some Imperial Assault minis, some Imperial off.
All right, let's see if I can do this right. I don't even know how this works, but
All right, so what did you lay down? The A-wing? Oh, Ghost.
so I have the Ghost, and I refit it with Ambush.
Okay.
And the Ghost says after you resolve this die, you may give each character piloting this support 1 shield. So that's not relevant yet. But I do have Ambush right now. And so I can take another action, and I think I'm just going to activate Poe and pilot the Ghost.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
And that'll roll out Ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you pilot the vehicle, the vehicle gets to roll in now too?
I believe so.
His power action is pretty stout, man. So now he can do...
So this turns
extra
Ghost
damage
into like a crate speeder or whatever, right? So power action, spot a vehicle. That has no damage. So that actually doesn't work on this Ghost.
Won't work for this one, but it'll work on other ones because you have.
Yeah, it won't work.
as long as you don't.
His ability won't work on this one, unfortunately.
Why not?
Because I had to refit it in.
Oh, okay.
Play Conscript Squad. Go ahead.
I really shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have piloted the Ghost. Is what I should have not done because I didn't realize about the damage thing. But it's okay.
It's all in the reflexes.
Because I have another vehicle that I should be piloting. You know that would have been better, but it's okay.
It says if you have a damage on it, though. You already have a damage. Oh, that has no damage to place 1 on it. Then do I see?
Yeah, I mean I can still do his power action, but I won't be piloting my next ship here. But I wouldn't have been able to afford the next ship anyways without the resource. So.
And, Father of Bendu has decided to play the clones. You notice after Nova, Bike Thief, that the Bendu's lair shows up everywhere.
I tell ya. Stole my idea.
There are more cheers for Bendu's lair at Nova than anything else.
Because the card's phenomenal. Well, it's not entirely true.
It's a really good die.
The die is awesome.
It really is, man. I mean,
shoe shields that are old.
There's no side you don't want on it.
I want to do here. So you have a couple of boats. Damage die showing. I'm just gonna shield Rex.
I like seeing the Fang Fighter.
Pretty garb.
But the piloting mechanic says you can activate the vehicle. That's going to be a new mechanic added to our game.
Man, Blakely's getting assembly going on here, Pix. I'm always too scared to do that. Most of my miniatures come pre-assembled.
That die rolled blank 2 times, man. It's so annoying.
People have minis, and people love to paint minis. A lot of people find it therapeutic to paint their minis.
It is. You can
Make some money.
Focus on something else for a while, rather than the bullshit you usually think about.
Yeah, a lot of people like to do that.
Does that place a damage on it?
No. Oh yeah, it does. Spot a vehicle that has no damage to place 1 damage on it. Yeah. Seems like you maybe need like him with like Rose would be good.
Yeah, so you can heal up your vehicles. There's a card called Special Modification that takes damage off of ships. So does Mend. I'm into season 5 now, starting the Clone Wars, and I didn't realize Saul Guerrero was a part of Clone Wars. And that's probably old news to a lot of you out there, but that was kind of cool to see.
All right.
Resistance Ring.
Yeah, they go through his origin story on that planet with his sister.
Is that what it is? I'm getting ready to get into. I'm liking it, man. Season 5's pretty good.
He's got Motivate. He can play my Motivate.
They're making a new Clone Wars season on Disney Plus.
I'm excited.
Just to keep the crack coming for a Star.
Keep it coming.
Mandalorian goes away.
All right, I'm gonna resistance ring your yeah, and I'm gonna resolve the indirect for 3.
I'm having to wait on watching episode 4.
We'll do 5 there.
Into Poe?
Yeah, I really think Clone Wars is really great. I mean,
was that into Poe or Tarful there, bud?
5 was into Poe.
Such great quality content from cartoon.
And I think we're good.
The guy that runs the Mandalorian show was the executive producer behind Clone Wars. That Dave Filoni, yeah. They should really just let him do the movies because, so far the Mandalorian episodes are, better than. I don't know. I like The Force Awakens, but
well, him and Jon Favreau are a winning combo. I mean, Jon knows how to make movies.
You might want to act. You might want to Bendu's first because I'm going to activate Rex and take Bendu's. So at least if you power action it, I can't power action. Is that right?
That's correct. So you take the power action offline.
You'll at least prevent me from power action because I'm definitely going to activate this and steal it.
Yeah, Lego Piercy's right. Filoni is the future of Star Wars. He shows a lot of heart, and he loves it. He loves it. He treats it with respect, and he has a great. He uses everything in the universe very well. It seems. You can just tell from the show we're watching now.
And Beacon Fire said, and he's right. Watch Rebels as well. That's where Ezra and Sabine and all that comes from. It's
what I started on, and I didn't realize Clone Wars was around. A year of that.
So my ghost, when I resolved that, I should have given Poe a shield. Can I get back on that?
That would have put him at 3 shields. So just reduce the damage by 1. You're good.
Alright, I'm thinking here.
all right. Some buddies have God tier and played it with them. I don't know about that. What's God tier? Somebody fill me in the live strat.
Yeah, if we're in good hands if Filoni's got the franchise in hands. Just the other people that don't know Star Wars stay out of the way. They should be able to crank some good content. Like this
dorsal turret.
Like this new Obi-Wan show coming out potentially with Ewan McGregor.
Is he involved in it? I hope so.
Yeah, they brought him on.
If they ruin Obi, I'm gonna freaking kill them. I'll cut them.
I suppressor fire. Go ahead.
I hope they bring back Grievous.
Alright, I'll do that. What's it?
Grievous is not definitively dead.
I got a question, though. The legs on Maul in Season 4 of Clone Wars, those look like the legs on Grievous. So did the witches make Grievous on Dathomir? I don't know. I'm asking the community, the chat, let me know.
I don't think they did, because the dude that made him is in one of the other episodes. In his fortress, he's got that guy.
Director of episode 3 of Mando is the showrunner of the Obi show. So it should be good. Hey man, that's pretty good.
You know, we got yelled at not to do any Mandalorian spoilers, but I just want to say I want to jump in. You know, I hope within my lifetime that becomes realistic.
You guys see who directed episode 4 of Mando?
Yeah, I did. Bryce Dallas Howard.
It's badass.
Yeah. I remember watching her on the panel. Being one of the people up there, and they had a panel of all the people and all the directors for questions and answer and stuff. She got the right genes, man. Ron Howard can do some work.
The Maul only had the spider legs for like half an episode. You think they would have explored that? Yeah, the Mandalorian's like dark too. You know, they have that scenes a couple of times with like the Salacious Crumbs watching the other Salacious Crumbs get.
Yeah, no more spoilers, man. No more spoilers, man. There's guys that are going to be binging this on the 27th.
That's not a spoiler.
That is a spoiler.
It is not a spoiler.
That's definitely a spoiler.
Spoiler relates to the plot.
Yeah, that's part of the plot.
No, that's part of the launch.
It's part of the food.
Should I have a lot of indirect damage here?
I do like the fact that they picked the time frame 5 years after Return of the Jedi to make this show. I think that was a smart move.
Right, take 7 indirect.
See,
let's get it on.
No, Deathlight's telling me to shut my mouth. That just makes me want to give more.
I told you, he's waiting. He's one of the bingers. You're just racking up the guns here.
There's this guy. Okay, I'm gonna go fishing for lots of guns. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan.
A resistance ring special would be sweet.
I like.
All right, we got some guns.
In my Rex decks too.
I think I like resistance ring and everything.
All right, so Tarful's hitting for 2 on that die because he's enraged. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 8 to Rex. Actually, I'll do it to this clone dude over here on the left.
You kill this little guy.
Yeah, I'll kill that guy.
Good.
And then, does he have a die in the pool? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's over here.
Yeah. And then, since I'm resolving Ghost, I give Poe a shield.
Shield to the pilot.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And I think what you can actually do is say that each... Actually, the Wookiee doesn't have piloting, so never mind.
So if they both had piloting, you could give a shield?
You could give a shield to both of them, yeah, if you were playing with 3 Spectres or whatever, or 3 people with piloting.
Put a resource with
Is that fresh supplies? Yeah. This is hot fire night.
Yeah, he made those dice earlier tonight, if you remember.
Yeah, he baked them in his kid's easy bake oven before he came on.
We're gonna do 3 to Tarful.
9? What's the middle?
I'm living dangerously.
Gonna go the hard way.
Do the 2 there.
Puts 2 into Rex.
Fine.
Good old field medic. Pretty even match. You probably need a little more on your board there. That'll help. That'll help. An A300.
There you go.
Money and a 2.
All right, I'm gonna throw out this at it. Not you. Look, a gun.
I'll do the 3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll kill Tarful.
Go ahead and activate your Rex there, BikeThief.
Listen. All right, we'll summon the beast.
I can still pilot that, right? Even if I already activated it. Does anyone know how piloting works?
Even if it's exhausted, if you've already activated it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I quite understand the piloting mechanic just yet. This is where we need McBobber.
So Lanza posted something here. Deactivate the character, then after abilities activating a ship, that character will pilot. You can have more than one pilot per ship. You can pilot more than one ship.
So you could pilot the Fang Fighter and activate Poe? Is that what piloting does?
I don't even know. I guess I shouldn't be playing this deck without knowing the actual mechanic of it.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I probably should have just rolled in Poe with it last, because I want to be able to pilot the crate, because I already have damage on the other 2, ships or whatever. But
Does he can only power action his things with things that he's piloting?
No. But I want to power action that dice.
Well, by 2
I want
instead,
to be piloting.
His power action has to be on vehicles that he piloted. So just roll him out. Treat it like you rolled him out and the crate at the same time. So just do that.
Okay.
And then I got a resource on my turn, so it's back to you.
Okay. All right. Thanks. So more than one thing can pilot a ship, though. I do know that. More than one character.
Yeah, because you can do shenanigans with like the new Slave 1.
Right.
If you have Django Boba, like they can both, and if you have like multiple specters with Ghost, they can all like do the thing.
I think you just say like, yeah, we need McBobber, but I'm pretty sure you can just declare when you activate a character with piloting that which ship you're piloting.
Django Boba is a crazy deck.
The new Boba is ridiculous. Alright, so what do I want to do with my $2? I think what I'm going to measure for measure. I'm going to remove this blank and get rid of that damage right there. Good. You are rolling hot fire right now. Let's do this.
That's a little bit
Better. Yeah, because now you can power action the.
I can power action that to do
crit.
4, right? Or to do 5
Sure can.
on it. It's
Right.
5. Yeah.
Is it 5? I thought it's just plus.
No,
Is it?
because it's +1 on the crate's ability and +2 from Poe.
So you get a 5 stick off of that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's interesting because like he puts a damage when he does his power action, right?
Right.
So at what point does it?
Maybe you can't. Maybe it doesn't stack actually.
Because I think one of them will happen and then the other one can't happen. I don't think.
Right, that makes sense
Yeah,
because
that
if
makes
you put
sense.
a damage on there, yeah, you already got
Like-
it on.
Yeah.
Like either one of them, I think you can pick which one to do, but I
Right.
think it's like
I
one of
think
them will
you're
go, oh, there's damage here, so you
Right.
can't do the other one.
Right.
So
I think
obviously you would do the Poe to do the 4.
I think you're right. Yeah, they don't stack. Yeah, you're right.
You rolled a lot of damage.
He's rolling amazing.
If he power actions, so let's make him use it all in here. I'll field medic to heal this lad.
Yeah. Deathlight Sparkle says Poe and Crate don't stack.
Trust anyone named Deathlight Sparkle.
Well, I might as well just do the Poe power action on it and not put the damage on the crate there, and just save my little boost for it because I'm already piloting, right?
Let's just say they are very wise.
Oh, 4 damage to my
Um,
boy.
it's so right. It's not stacked, right? So it's just the Poe power action.
It's +2.
Oh, that is +2. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So he's at 8. You have 4 damage showing that I can't stop.
Will the
I
shield
will-
help you?
Well, the shield, not really. I'll put the shield over here. I mean, I could put the shield on him. He'd kill him through the shield.
Ooh,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, he came up with the slot machine on that one. 3.
Poem? That's not cool.
I roll really well.
Alright. A custom crowd. Go ahead. Good. You deserve that. Let's do this.
This is just a shootout.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Like you fresh poem using the magic TTS rolling skills. It's true,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, man. He went. He. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh, get
Look at that.
roasted.
Uh oh.
Suck it, Paul. All right.
All right, 3, kill
That's
that guy,
3. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead, and this goes over here.
and then 5
How much
kill
is
that guy.
5 to no name clone
2,
trooper.
3, 4, 5. So he has 3 hit points left. All right, we'll do 4 to 4.
Oh,
no,
he's got commander Cody. I didn't realize that.
That's what we're trying to do over here, and give that good over there. Thanks. All right.
Here's all my removal.
Thank everybody for tuning in tonight, especially on a holiday weekend.
Yep, he's gonna roll out with good chip. Yep, that's the correct play. 4 damage showing.
Hot fire.
That means I have to do this. We'll field medic.
What is up?
Phew. Focus fire. GG.
Yeah.
Good game.
Good game. That was fun.
Real smooth.
That's like why people. Okay, a game like that is like why people played Star Wars Destiny to begin with. You know, it's like I'm gonna play my, you know, mono red like vehicle deck. I want to try out this new Poe card that I got, and like, you know what I mean? And it's like a competitive deck as opposed to just like beep boop beep, your guy died like turn 2, you didn't even use him like. And then I think
that's what people miss most of all is just honest decks that do honest things. None of the current decks feel like they're particularly honest or fair. Like there's a lot of decks I really enjoy that do fair things that just have absolutely zero chance of like having any long-term success, which is really frustrating.
Loopy up.
I'm in.
It's like
I'm cleaning.
It's not that everything needs to be nerfed. It's that when they're making these cards, they need to be like, when they make a Vader's Fist, someone needs to like give them a reality check like before they gets printed. You know what I'm saying? Like the play. I understand they need to like push the envelope with some of these cards, but like everybody that saw Vader's Fist when it was first released was just like, how is this real?
Right. BikeThief, I think you're still in.
Platt, you want to jump in?
I just played Loopy.
All right, BikeThief, do you want to switch up the pairings here? Or you want me to play Loopy?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Rock and roll.
You take him.
Should be quick.
Bounty hunters.
We don't need their scum here.
This is new Boba Fett. This makes me happy.
New Bob. It's tough too because normally you kill the ramp character of Django, but Boba's so.
I should be using Night Sister Lair, realistically.
Switch it out.
You should be.
Man, T6 Ted, these minis look great, man. That Doc Ock, man, looks cool.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
the new Marvel mini game.
Are those Crisis Protocols? Did he have? They don't come painted, though, do they?
Oh.
Nothing comes painted.
They don't come
very
assembled. I like how he pulls tall. So if
No, that's from Empire Strikes Back. Boba Fett turns to something like that. I think Boba Fett turned to his guys or something. I don't know. I think that's where it was from. I could be wrong.
Taking the shield.
Good luck. I mean, Night Sister was really super good for me, but like, realistically, he has such low health. I just need to like try to kill him.
Deathlight, I'm old, man. I still quote the old movies. We don't talk about the show on Disney Plus. We don't want to spoil anything.
Spend one, get one back.
You got it.
I got like the Dungeons and Dragons mini schemes too. I've got like 4 of those, like Legends of Drizzt and all that. I love playing those. I bought the painted edition of Tomb Annihilation. That was cool. Oh, by demand, he's playing the Django Boba deck. Hot Fire Tonight poem. You sure you don't want to go to your prime? Jesus God.
Oh,
the worm has definitely turned for you, pal. Gotta make him burn 2 cards. Choose one.
You, me, you. Sure you don't want to go after that corn tracker.
I mean, I can understand the logic because of my bounties and stuff, but and Bubba's ability, but
Ooh, a little higher muscles. Almost, that's a pretty good side to have. That 2 discard showing. 2 discard, a 2 pay gun, and a 2 no pay, and a discard.
you're more bounties, huh?
Ooh, punishing one shows up.
Oh, he does have supports in it.
After he saw you throw away desperate measures, he said, "Wee."
Ooh.
Money's good. They were selling the Star Wars, the I think the starter kits over at Games and Stuff today. The ones that have Crash Landing and Entangle in them for $5. I was half tempted to pick up a couple of those. $5. I mean, really, the card is worth more than that. Entangle.
I have exactly 2 entangles, and whenever I build a deck, like I'm scrambling.
Me too. I have 2, and I have 2 Crash Landing. I was like, man. But I didn't do it because I bought the Tapestry game, and I was like, I seem to have enough to do what I got to do now, so I don't need it. I want to spend my money on Destiny when Covert Missions comes out. Now, I assume there's bounties in this deck, Poem. Both of you, actually, since you're running Corn Tracker. Dead or Alive is most likely in both. There it is. There we go.
It
There's
would
a
be better
death
to
mark.
say bounty in my deck.
Death mark. Oh, he slips into Gauntlet Rockets. Beacon Fire, where'd you order from? Did you go to Artificery? I didn't know we could pre-order right now. $30 to the drawing from Game Shop of Destiny on the Bones mat. 24 people are in this drawing.
Did you take your indirect?
Yeah, I
So you
took
get a
one
1
on
in
Django.
24 chance of getting this thing.
Oh, yeah, you had 2 shields, right?
Yeah, my LGS has stopped doing those box turnies around here because I cleaned up on one of those once. Never tell me the odds. Ouch.
I misplayed. Dang. Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 3 boxes. I'm probably gonna hit Artie up. Artie or Game Shop at Destiny. One of those 2. Whichever one gives me the better legendaries, right? I think so too. 3 is a great sweet spot for this game. 3 boxes gets you covers you a lot of ground. Because you're going to pick up more cards at draft and playing your winnings after you play your L at local and fill in your set, plus trading. I think for Across the Galaxy, I went nuts and I had 4 boxes and it was too much. 4 plus all the winning crap.
I'm strongly considering just
No,
trying to
not
buy
gonna
singles
allow
from
that.
now on.
Just because of the
Yeah.
Gauntlet Rockets.
A lot of people are doing that. And if you do singles, Game Shop at Destiny will give you great deals.
Yeah, I picked up some stuff leading into Worlds.
Oh, the knife roll. Worlds was great. Worlds was so much fun.
Did you play Worlds? Did you play Afra?
I played Afro Worlds. I kind of wish I would have had a better build of it, though. I just didn't have. I wasn't quite. I don't know. Just wasn't quite ready at Worlds. I don't know. What'd you play? Oh, Slave. Oh, the new Slave 1.
Yeah, this one's just not very good. Like when you play it, like at the end of your turn, I just needed the dollar, so I wasn't able to get there.
This is a really nice vehicle. This is going to be highly sought after. 3 cost, new Slave 1. Legendary.
Card's bonkers.
Yeah, T6 Ted, Edgy Sith Lord got me at round 5, and then I went and grounded pods. It was a real close match against a Palp deck. If I had to lose anybody, I love Edgy. So, hope you're watching tonight.
Need to kill Boba here.
Is Deathmark on Phasma or on the Quarren? Got to be on Phasma.
I think it's on Phasma.
Oh, he says take 2.
It's nice to feel.
You gonna overkill me?
Well, you've got
Oh, yeah,
3.
I can kill 1 into Django. You know what I meant.
So he got rid of Boba. Boba's definitely the target. Wouldn't you agree? Got to go after him first.
I don't think so.
Because
I think generally Django is, but he had 2 shields on him, and McPower wrecked me with a reset.
Boba gets to roll on a die or something like that. What was his ability?
When he kills somebody, he basically does a reset for the number. Like he gets to roll out the equal number of bounties. I think.
All right, I'm
So-
activating Django with Slave 1 doing a damage because of the Slave 1 ability onto Phasma.
Yeah, you get to pick it.
That a boy.
That is. I'm telling
Welcome
you.
to the Pwn School for dice rolls.
I'm telling you, man. You really don't want to go to Mountain View? Are you crazy?
If I could bring a laptop and play on TTS at the table.
Take that hot fire, man. He's Bala Light. That's pretty. That's right. I guess. Yeah.
12, huh?
Shooting fire out of his arse, man.
I guess I got to do this. Figured. It's enough.
I'm surprised you didn't roll into 2 Foss dice.
I couldn't. That was the first action of the round. I mean, there's a 50-50 chance I survive that. By doing the doubt on the wrist rocket.
Oh, you doubted. I didn't see you play the doubt.
I only have one thing to say in this situation. Get wrecked. Oh,
Whee!
My imagination, this is Django and Boba, but it's like 11-year-old Boba.
See, what I should have done is rolled in the punishing one so I could have gotten the reset on that, but that would have been ultra greedy.
Should have. I'm gonna make you discard.
This is the saddest discard resolve ever. This was one of your 7
I'm
cards.
just gonna concede now. I think you got old quarry here.
He's scooping. Scoops.
The
See,
conscript squad.
If I needed that in my hand last round, I would have been.
Get rid of his conscript. Oh, Django's on resource. I accidentally bumped it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Flipping the table is disabled, you jerk.
Beacon fire. Django should be on resource. You accidentally bumped it. Not that it mattered.
Now.
Oh man.
I'm just watching the mini page.
All right, who's up? I need a break.
Tell you what, E6 Ted can paint. Look at some of this.
Bike
Bike
Thief. So, all right,
My
Bike
end?
Thief. Where did the name come from? How many bikes have you stolen?
Oh, this is a good story. All right, somebody else jump into the game, and I'll tell the story. Because I can't game and
You gotta
tell
talk to
stories at the
Blair.
same time.
Loopy, what about you?
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Can you play Plat?
Yeah,
We go in there and battle again. So many years ago, I was a barista at Starbucks, and for any of you that have worked in food service, you'll be a lot of the aspects of this story will be very familiar. And everyone's gone to Starbucks. You know how it's set up. So you have a drive-through window, and usually you'll have, like, what we did is we had this big plastic square thing for people to put tips in. And periodically someone would steal it. And the way tips worked at Starbucks is you would collect all the money at the end of the week, and then you would divide it evenly between everybody that worked there, depending on the number of hours they worked. So, because otherwise, all the people in the morning, like, you get way more tips when you're really busy at like 7 in the morning than you do at like 10 at night. So whenever the tips got stolen, every single employee was like outraged by this. It was really frustrating because, like, you'd turn around and go, "Oh, the bucket's gone," or whatever. Somebody just literally came by and stole it off the edge, and we had never seen how it was getting stolen. Well, one day it's around 11:30 in the morning. I'm finishing up my shift, and I see a kid on a bike zip by drive-through, and he's going like the opposite direction of what people usually go through the drive-through. And I'm thinking, what a maniac! Like, the cars come the other way through this. Like, he's gonna get himself killed. And then a light bulb goes on. I run to the window, and I see that he has flown by on his bike, and he has grabbed the thing with all the tips in it. And it probably had like at least $100 worth of small bills and change in there. And I look down through the parking lot, and I see this kid pedaling away on his little BMX bike, and he's got our tip jar underneath his arm, and he's just zipping away out behind some of the other businesses in the area. So I take off after him, thinking, here's this 15-year-old kid. I'm like in my, late 20s at this point. Here's this kid, like this 15-year-old kid. I'm going to go find this kid, get our money back, and finally get this figured out. Well, long story short, he goes into like behind some businesses. I lose track of him. But I put on my detective hat and I decide I'm going to figure out where this kid went. And the first place I check is the McDonald's next door. Because, like, if you're 15 years old and you just stole $100 worth of small bills and change, you're going to go spend it on crap. Like you're not opening a savings account with that money. So I go to McDonald's. He's not there. And then across the street, this is in Georgia. So there's a supermarket chain called Kroger. There's a Kroger with a bunch of other businesses, but it's like all old people businesses. Like there's a Hallmark store and there's like a yarn store. Like no place, there's no arcade, there's no EB games or anything like that. So like I can't but then I go into the Kroger, the supermarket. I'm thinking he could be in here buying, candy or whatever it is, whatever a 14-year-old would do with a bunch of, $100 worth of stolen cash. And I go in there and I almost bump into him. And it's at this point that I realize he is not a 14 or 15-year-old kid. He's like 23. He's like 6'4", covered in tattoos. And if he realized that I was looking for him, he would probably beat my ass. And I realize he's gone to this supermarket because they have one of those machines where you dump all the change in, right? Like a Coinstar machine, right. So he can get that turned into cash. So I decide. I remember that the store manager of this Kroger, store manager of this Kroger is notorious, or he's always out in the parking lot, like helping the kids, like collect all the shopping carts and stuff like that. He's a good dude. And I go looking for him because I'm like gonna enlist his aid. I'm like gonna help him. Like, hey, there's a thief in your store. Can you help me? Get a hold of authorities or whatever, so I can get our money back. And I go out there and I'm looking around for the manager, and I don't see him. But what I do see is I see the BMX bike that this guy rode up on. So I stole it. So I literally jump on this guy's bike. I pedal it away. I bring it over to the Starbucks across the street. I run inside. I'm like, I found him, but he's this big, scary dude. I'm terrified of him. He would kill me if he knew that I was looking for him. But I stole his bike. And so, yeah. So, like, there's some other details. Like, I think they arrested him eventually. Like, they caught him. It was really funny. I went back to the shopping center to notify the manager of what was going on. And my favorite moment was I saw the thief walk out of the store. And the thief walks out of the store, turns to get on his bike, notice it's missing, and then he turns and starts scanning the parking lot while I'm walking back inconspicuously, trying to look inconspicuous. And he just rips off his shirt and starts walking across the parking lot menacingly. So that's how I got BikeThief. So I got home and changed my Steam name to BikeThief, and I think it's been there ever since.
So he took off his shirt walking towards you?
Yeah, but he didn't know that I was the one that had stolen this bike.
He was just super angry. So what happened after all this? This is what I need to know.
So I think the cops they eventually I got a hold of the store manager, and he called the cops, and they came in. They're like, yeah, he's been doing this at a bunch of local Starbucks apparently, and they knew who he was. So it was a heck of a lot easier to track him down on foot, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I got some street justice by stealing this guy's BMX bike.
That's it. He got it. He got the win, dude. He didn't have removal on that. Wow. Good job, Platt.
All right, BikeThief, you're up. Who's Home and BikeThief? We're gonna keep rotating here. Let's go.
I was trying to play
It's machine gun night.
How many decks?
I don't think you can be pink, buddy.
Lanza, you're gonna have McBobber has a good Krennic deck, and he'll have to play it. It's his own thing where he makes a ton of money on. It's really interesting.
He has a Death Star deck too.
Yeah, he does have a Death Star
This is
deck.
the Joe Cologne special here.
Nice.
I'm not playing his exact list because I don't know what his exact list is, but he did play it on a stream last week, so it's open season.
Yeah, he'll even say that. He doesn't care.
Yeah, Beacon Fire. If you want a one-story game, play Vader deck.
This isn't bad, really. I can remove with this. It's only one removal. It's a little bit of an issue, but I think this deck likes these Fickles early. I can just get in there and just wipe, try to wipe somebody out.
You guys have snow up there yet, Bike Thief?
We had a little bit. None of it's really stuck. It snowed yesterday a little bit, but it's mostly gone. It was in the 40s today.
Not bad. Not bad. Do you usually have snow by now?
I can maybe get rid of one of these.
It's not unreasonable.
Maybe this.
Yeah.
What am I keeping?
His old friend, Raylo.
Yeah, I gotta dust off this baby. Hence gas. Trouble.
I'm telling you, some of you guys can really paint some minis. This is amazing.
Sounds like the minis tab is off the chain.
It is. There's just a lot of people that like to do minis. It's a real thing right now. A lot of people. And that's why you see more and more board games with the minis component.
Yeah, I got such a backlog. It's depressing. But you just keep working on it. I'm working on the Mythic Battles right now. That's a really cool skirmish game. Did you play it when we were there in that world?
I did not play. I watched you and McBobber play though, and it really looked cool.
Man.
I liked that Zombie Side Invader game we played. That was really cool.
Yeah, I got to paint that up too. That one is batch painting, right? Because you paint all the aliens and groups of like.
Right. Well, that reminds me of Nemesis, and I got a group locally that plays Nemesis all the time. That I go play like once or twice once every couple months we play.
Got this action.
He plays the Jedi. Start the shield madness. A little fickle.
I get no rerolls given this line. So I better roll good.
No, I shouldn't talk about painting.
Why don't you want to talk about painting?
Let's talk about this meta.
You can talk painting.
I was gonna say that I did.
We usually just use them as reversible, but it's okay. So you can do it either way.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm gonna totally forget, so I'm just gonna leave it off it when I until I use it.
Okay.
I guess I'm not gonna Thieves now that you rolled a double disrupt like an asshole. So what I will do instead is you're totally broke. I'll roll out my girl. It's Bay. Go, girl. Power action.
Who are you hitting?
I will do a point of damage to Snow Glaciers.
I'm looking forward to the changes too, T6 Ted. Plus, I'm looking for potential characters or whatever got up their sleeve. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, my Prime season, the
I
one
have
Prime is
that.
at the end of January and the other is mid-February. So I'm like so out of it right now. There's been nothing to, practice for.
You're not alone. I mean, there's a lot of guys on the boards that just aren't playing a lot right now. I mean, some guys aren't even jamming their RD League games. Even Zion said he's not doing his games. The cool thing is, I think I'm going to do the RD League next round in December because when the meta
Oh,
changes,
you know what?
that'll be
I was supposed to
qualifying for
be
the
able to
league.
reroll a blank because of Mud Trooper.
Go ahead.
And don't forget, if you do drop the energy bow, you can roll the energy bow too.
Sorry.
Fine.
They better fix moving rocks before January.
Oh, it's the
I did my
moving
thing
rocks
and then-
meta. Yeah, people are talking about moving rocks as a Raylo strategy.
Ooh wee!
Raylo tech, moving rocks.
Oh, you already used your power action, didn't you, on Snoke? Oh,
We'll blank that one.
I haven't used my Snoke power action yet.
okay. What were you saying there, Luke?
When people were talking about moving rocks as a Raylo tech card.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that one guy in the plow walks played that one tournament. It was wild how he played that moving rocks card.
I think I need a sandwich. I'll be right back. Maybe we should get some popcorn for this, Matt.
I don't know. We get to see Bike Thief do his thing here on Raylo. Madruba. Yeah, it was Fort Worth at Beacon Fire's prime, man. That was wild.
Thinking.
Everything about your gameplay this round indicates a turn 1 steadfast.
Also a Jedi.
Five minutes till the drawing. For the bones, Matt.
On my ambush action, I will take a resource. Fine.
So
What is that?
4 into Kylo.
4 total.
4 into Kylo, yeah. I'll do 2 into Ray.
Clear those shields. That was smart.
Let's do 2 more into Kylo. We can keep the shields on Ray. Let's just do that. A bit of removal here.
Oh, you switched off and put it into Kylo, huh? Okay.
It's tough.
How did you get all those shields all of a sudden?
Oh, that's everybody. Action, my boy.
That's pretty good. One melee, and a special. 2. And the overpress and
shields on the Mandalorian.
that was like a semi-satellite roll.
Bird. It's money.
Oof.
Do 2 to Snoke.
I feel like he has Forsaken or something. He's trying to clear his dice
That's
out.
bueno. Okay. Am I alright with you resolving 6 damage? Oh, I'm gonna overwrite.
Yeah, never go after Plow in that Plow Walk deck first.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I just do one of them. So I'm gonna
Yeah, it's just
do
one.
just the +3 is fine. Guard, huh? Okay.
Okay, it's time. I'm gonna do the drawing for the Bones playmat. Let's see who gets this thing. Excuse me here. Let's find it. Find the list. And I'm gonna close my eyes and pull something out of the hat. Here we go, Beacon Fire. I know you're watching. All you guys, everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Courtesy of Game Shop of Destiny, this mat is coming from them. Nick Wakani, thank you for this contest. And here we go. Look. $15. Blakey Fresh, you won the Bones mat, my man. I'll send Nick. You PM me your address, and I'll give that to Nick. And congratulations, my friend. Thanks for watching Late Night Gaming. And everybody else for tuning in.
I'll do the
Stop.
3 right there.
3.
Yeah.
5. You can do 5, huh? Yeah, I'll put a shield on.
Thinking.
Game Shop of Destiny is the best place to buy your Destiny singles. Great prices and the biggest selection of in-stock singles. Get a free Thrawn R card with your minimum purchase of $5. GameShopAtDestiny.com and use the discount code Late Night for 15% off singles. I want to thank them for sponsoring that contest.
2.
That was a lot of fun. We'll have to do some more of that. That's just a ton of damage right there.
Dead.
I mean, I had mitigation too. It's just like, I just don't think you can finish with Ray, so I'm just letting you kill my guy.
Boom, boom, boom. And let's go one over here.
See, I have the hidden motive. It's just like if you hit this special there, then I don't kill you.
I'm surprised you didn't resolve both your melee dice at the same time. Then you could have claimed maybe.
Oh, I just got lazy.
I'm telling you, Poem.
Did you
Are
spend
you
your
sure?
money? Did you spend
Are
your
you
money there
sure?
on the
Oh,
treasure?
I made it, and then I did spend it on the lightsaber. Absolutely.
I mean, Mountain View might need you, man. You keep rolling like bananas. BikeThief comes out with a +2, 1 melee,
This
and
is
a
the
shield.
first time BikeThief has played Raylo. Give him a break.
Yeah. Fickles are so good.
I'm just going to this guy's jugular. Like, I'm not even playing my removal. It's just rerolls.
One thing I will say about that Bones mat is I hope that all the stores end up getting their Season 3 kits so we all have a shot at the Bones mat.
Just want to take like my worst dice and turn it into $1 so I can buy the conscript squad.
Here.
I might not even do conscript squad. I might just buy the A side.
Got a full hand of cards.
Did you take 3 with the Super Commando?
Yeah, I had armor plating.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
Okay. Lines up 5 to 7.
Fine. Keep.
Don't forget your money too, BikeThief. just cranks damage, T6. You're right. It's just a damage creator. And it's all direct damage, so you can just kill something. Forsaken. I like the deck that Big Bobber runs with Jedi Trials.
That is a good one. I do like that one.
I like how he can get that's Anakin and Rey together. I think that's cool. I think that actually might be competitive, that whole Jedi Trials thing.
He had the Forsaken on my football that he could have done. I don't know why he didn't.
That's hot.
Two. I'll put 2 shields on. Right. I will steadfast.
Reading my mind. I don't know what you're in your hand, but I thought you might have steadfast at some point.
Forsaken. That one. Just gonna claim after that, so go ahead and do your
You have
worst.
the Ray power action still, so you can save it.
Oh, I have the Ray power action, sorry, yeah. So I could theoretically just make you... I could cancel out one of these guys. Alright, go ahead. Do things and I will interrupt you verbally as needed. That's trouble. I use said power action. Four boy. Good game.
Woo! Woo! Hello. Alright, so let's see. Who wants to match up now?
Yeah, that deck just comes in hot. Like, it doesn't... I wasn't even trying to mitigate. I had hidden motives and stuff. I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm just going to kill you faster than you can kill me.
Kind of excited for that deck showing up. Like, I think that deck is a nice deck to keep a lot of the shenanigans honest.
It's kind of like Phasma Sentinel was in the last meta. Like, it just pushes out the damage, so you better, like, have your big boy pants on. You know, if you're trying to, like, ramp too hard and stuff, like, it just kills your guy.
Yep.
Which I like.
I have time for one more.
So once again, if you guys haven't checked out my new Twitch account that I started, it's Poem Games, one word. I'm multi-streaming, some Xbox on there. Just trying to hype that up. Poem Games, check it out.
You guys play. Boom. I've already played Loopy twice. You pay it now. Let's break up the cycle. And then I'll play the next game.
Do I have any decks left?
You do.
Ooh, I get to start with 30 resources.
Yep. I don't know how late we're going to go tonight.
I don't think we're going to go that late.
Nah.
I think we'll probably, you know, get BikeThief one more and then just probably call it.
Yep. Little holiday stream. I'm gonna get one more game in. I want to get one more for Bike Thief. Maybe one more for Loopy. Wait, Loopy, you got one more in you, or is this your last one?
This is the
I think
last
it's my
one for
last
Loopy,
game.
and then maybe you play
Okay.
Bike Thief, and we just call it just.
Sounds good.
I got one more of me.
Little short holiday edition.
Might try
Good
to
deal.
Get
Did you guys
some
have a
more,
Did you guys have a good
streaming in.
Thanksgiving?
Yes, I had a terrific one. How about you?
It was great. I had zero traveling involved. I stayed at home, which is good.
Very nice. My dad had Chinese food catered for this year's Thanksgiving, so fa ra 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 ra, you know.
What a badass.
It was awesome. I had kung pao chicken and he made cheddar chows. He had the local place up the street give him everything he needed, and he made it all at home then. And
That's awesome.
it was great. He had great egg rolls too. I have to admit that was really good.
I destroyed 4 egg rolls tonight before I got on stream.
Ah, you know, everybody enjoyed it. Everybody, it was really a change of pace because I got an Italian family, so it's normally an Italian dish or a bunch of Italian things, and this year they changed it up. I was loving it.
You Italian on both sides?
My dad's side, my mom's side is German, but they're all spread out. But my dad's tends to get a good crew at his house still.
Your choice, my friend.
What about you, Bike Thief? Are you German or Hungarian?
Hungarian, actually.
Yeah, I'm part Hungarian also. Yeah, that's I guess it's the same thing. That whole area is kind of like Austria, Hungary, Germany. It's one big area.
It's really like most of my family is are Brits and Welsh, but at some point someone came over from Hungary. It's the only place where we find. My last name is Ranks, which is the only place we've ever found it outside of our immediate family here in the States is Hungary. Anthony, were you at Gen Con this year?
I did not go to Gen Con.
So there is Indianapolis has a wonderful German restaurant called the Rathskeller.
Oh,
that we ate at, which was absolutely phenomenal.
what kind of food was it? What did you get there?
Like they had, I can't remember the name of it, but it was just random meat and gravy and onions. But I mean, they had schnitzel. They had, instead of dinner rolls, they served pretzels with the most ridiculous horseradish mustard. I mean, like
Melee on that.
she said, "Careful, it's hot." And we thought, oh, hot, like temperature wise? No, hot, like you'll see the future if you eat too much of it.
Like biting the tip of a chili pepper.
Feel it in the back of your eyes, kind of hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So
Here we go with Palp building up their Bike Thief. Look at this. Here we go. Lonza, if you're watching, here you go. Lonza loves this deck. Lonza Mephisto. Mephisto. This is his baby. This pairing.
Wee! That's a good roll.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you need to go to Mountain View. Holy mackerel.
Anza, if you're still in the chat, you have to give me a place to stay if I come down to Georgia in December for the Brazelton Prime.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, buddy, I still have a ton of friends down in the Atlanta area, and one of them just had a kid, so I have to go visit that kid, and I'm thinking of timing it around the end of December so I can go play in a Prime.
You know, the only Prime going next week, so you want to play in that Prime? That'd be your third Prime, Bike Thief.
Well, I've got one. No, I've got one on the 14th, and the one in Brazelton's on the 23rd.
Okay. I've got two coming up because I'm definitely hitting the January 11th Maryland Prime. That's going to be a big one. There'll be probably 80 to 90 people.
Must be nice.
I'm thinking.
Last year it was 81. The year before it was 90.
New Hampshire one last year that we went to was 80 plus.
Yeah, that's a monster one.
Yeah.
Is that already passed, or is that the one you're coming up?
Well, it's at a different place. It's in the same town, but at a different shop this year.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think it'll be good because we might have a few more people from northern New England come down for it. The 2 we went to, I didn't go to the one last weekend in Gardner because I had a family reunion shenanigans to go to. But
Garner looks like fun.
that's the one.
How far would that be for you to drive to Gardner?
All the Massachusetts ones are around 3 hours away.
That's pretty smooth.
And Londonderry in New Hampshire in a couple weeks is like 2 hours.
That's
We had a
gonna be
regional
the big-
last year.
That's the big one, right? That's the big one, Londonderry, right?
That'll be a good size one, I think.
Good. That'll be a good one to watch on stream. I've enjoyed the streams, by the way. Oh, thank you to all the people doing the streams of the events. The commentating has been great.
I mean, the community has been working their ass off.
Yeah, Destiny Council. Great
So
commentators up there.
You move
Bowie,
it over to somebody, up to 2, and then you heal 1. So
Right.
Bowie and M.
you
Bowie and M.
just skip- you just
Spalding,
skip the
man, doing a
moving
great
phase?
job.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because I could have. Doesn't matter who I move it to.
Okay.
I moved it to the Wookiee because then I would have not put it off the shield of Ezra.
Bowie and M. Spalding are really doing a great job. I'm sure they'll be back at it once we get more streams going. So we're at round 3 now? And Palp's alive?
Round two.
Round 2, okay. The magic round is 3, apparently. Palp hangs to round 3, man. The odds go way up.
Yeah. It helps if you have any upgrades.
You got like a modified Spectre Cell deck. I kind of like this with the red Wookiee warrior in it. Draw a card.
Draw your card, yeah.
That's the best part about the treasured lightsaber.
Oof. You don't have any money, though.
Look at that oppressive, double oppressive.
It's not realistically what I want right now, but
Well, do you have money still?
I have
You got lots of
$4.
money,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure. Ooh. Easy picked.
You have the $1?
Yeah, he had the $1.
I spent it.
I thought he spent his 2 money on
He had 3.
he
I
had
had 3.
okay. Okay, he just activated. He had 3 money.
How many of you guys got your?
Oh,
If
you drew
you,
the
you
$1.
do the
Okay.
if you do the Christmas holiday, how many of you put up your tree yet? I'm putting mine up tomorrow.
Yeah. Grow our own Christmas trees here, and I know it's stereotypical, but it's actually true.
You grow your own tree, so you got to go like chop that
The tree-
sucker down.
Yeah, we have a tree farm here on the property. So
Right on. You're gonna go Griswold that thing down.
that's correct.
Look at Poem line up the death field. That card is gonna change. That card is incredible. Death field. Matt, have you seen this thing yet?
It's pretty wonderful.
I mean, God, Holy mackerel. It's unbelievable. That Cheyenne Mastery, I can't decide which one I like more.
Well, I only have to deal with it 3 times a turn.
Ugh, unbelievable. Plus, if you lay Force Storm down, I don't know what we're going to do about Palp.
We'll do 2 to each.
I can say this. The next meta, when Covert Missions comes out, it's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be interesting because, like, there's a lot of speculation, but we really haven't seen enough of like the actual covert missions that the set's named after, right? We've seen like the Death Star and the ones associated with that, but there's got to be more,
Oh, definitely.
right?
Oh, yeah.
And one
We've
of them,
only s-
and at least one of them they will have screwed up, so it's really easy to do. So we'll have to deal with that.
Right. I mean, it's going to get. Yeah, I think it's going to be a cool set. I mean, one thing is we're going to be worth the wait. Whatever delays they had.
I like alternate win conditions. I think that sort of thing is fun. It's hard to do though.
And you come from a Magic background, and that's where I know you like that probably about that game too.
Yeah, I played Magic competitively for like 5-6 years in the
Get roasted. Jesus.
early 2000s.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Was that the Death Field?
I just natty rolled the special on Deathfield, yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 across the chops. Six years of competitive Magic. That's what my brother played. He likes to play Magic. He likes Commander, though. That's what I was talking to him yesterday at Thanksgiving.
Didn't play much Commander, but I played at a time when it was difficult to play professionally without making a lot of sacrifices, and I think it's better for players now than it was then. Back then, like, you could literally you could spend like a couple grand to go to a pro tour in Japan, have a bad finish, and just be like, well, I guess I just lost $1,500. And
wow.
It's much easier for people that are playing professionally to actually like make it work for them. At least as I understand it. They didn't start doing like a lot of the player reward kind of programs and like the different tiers of player support until after I had got done playing competitively. So that was a big deal. You'd go to a tournament and it was literally like, well, I spent all this money to come here. Hopefully I do it well. Like.
Is the community in Magic like the community here, Destiny?
Nah, it's all garbage.
It's garbage.
I mean,
because this community is magical.
It's really, there's a lot of hostility, but I mean, you're playing for.
Chopper's dead.
Like my best finish was I made top 16 at a pro event in Houston, and like in here, like you and I were playing for a pack of resources. When you and I played at Nova,
we were playing for playmat.
Is it my action?
We were playing for a playmat.
I know, right?
It is.
I played a guy in the last round of Pro Tour Houston, and the difference between the prize money between the winner and the loser of this match was around $4,000.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's it creates this whole different atmosphere, like, and I won that game in large part because I think my opponent was going to shit himself. Like, it was just like overwhelmingly like, like difficult to play under those conditions sometimes, to be like, oh, like, what am I putting myself through?
There you go.
That's insane. That's a whole different level of competition.
Yeah, like, and because of that, like, in the early days of competitive Magic, it was really funny because people cheated, like,
I bet.
Yeah, Beacon, you're saying more on the line for Destiny. Yeah, man, those they eventually, Beacon, they added playmats to Magic the Gathering, so they leveled the playing field a little bit as far as the payouts were concerned.
Must have been watching Destiny.
But someday this game's gonna.
Let's give him a playmat. They're like, Magic's like, let's give him a playmat on top of a pile of money.
Yeah, I mean, like some of the cheating stories from Magic in the early days, like Destiny's good for like one good cheating story a year, right? Like we had there was a story from last year where a guy was stacking Vader's saber and truces together so he could always pull off his Berserker and Vader's saber, and that's a once in a year story. In the early days of Magic, it was like every week there was a new amazing cheating story, and they were all hilarious. Included among them are a buddy I knew that kept a 14 card opening hand in the finals of a Pro Tour qualifier. His opponent played a card, basically like played.
Oh no! I would reroll.
There's a card called
one I was gonna remove. That's why I didn't do the reroll.
There's a card called Duress, and it's basically like counterintelligence, or like a you look at their hand and you make them discard a card from their hand. He illegally drew 7 extra cards. His opponent duressed him, and he managed to hide 7 of them, like behind the other 7, and his opponent never noticed that he had 7 extra cards in his opening
That's
hand.
insane, man. That is insane.
That the balls on these people, but look, you don't cheat like that unless there's like 30 grand on the line, and in which a lot of cases there are, and that's the upside, right? Like, yeah, we're only playing for playmats, but like no one's gonna lose their mind and flip a table on somebody over a playmat or a pack of shield tokens, but like people will legitimately. There's one at the finals of one of the Magic Pro Tours. They haven't released the footage of it, and this was, late 90s, maybe 97, 98. There's a Pro Tour in New Jersey that a guy named Casey McCarroll was actively stacking his deck in the finals of the Pro Tour on camera, and all of the veteran pros were watching it happen, going, "Yep, here he goes again," because the guy was a legitimate sleight of hand artist, and everyone knew he was doing it, and he was actually playing a good friend of his in the finals, but there's nothing they could do about it. So
they need some guys that work pit bosses. Like my stepfather catches cheaters all the time. Works down at the the Horseshoe Casino.
There's a guy in the Virginia area. His name is Mike Long. I don't know what he's up to nowadays, but in the early days, he was one of Magic's more infamous cheaters. And eventually, he got run out of Magic because people were onto his shenanigans, and he switched over to Yu-Gi-Oh. And he was playing. There's a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh that is like Exodia, the Forbidden One, or something like that, where you just have to assemble all the different Voltron pieces of Exodia and instantly win the game. Yeah, that's the deck he played in Yu-Gi-Oh. Because if you stack your deck and cheat like a bastard, it's remarkably easy to draw the exact 5 cards you need from your deck all the time.
I hear Yu-Gi-Oh is just as cutthroat too.
I've heard there have been guns drawn over Yu-Gi-Oh matches. That's a game where a buddy of mine owns a game shop in the Atlanta suburbs, and they have closed circuit TV in the shop, and 90% of
I just need you to declare what you're doing and do it properly.
I just did. I moved 1-2 from Ezra to the Wookiee.
And then he healed.
It's not that complicated.
He did fine. So what happened?
I just need you to declare what you're doing because it's confusing.
Hold on.
Right. Just declare it.
So
just to say it verbally.
Well, he was telling a story, dude. I did.
I'm not mad.
Yeah, poem.
It's confusing. I just see numbers changing, and I don't know. Just declare what you're doing.
He's good.
You're very close to showing lethal, man. Just put it again.
Pile it in.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 across the chops. I'm gonna try and end it right here. That's game. All right, 2-2.
Is that special do? Is it just 2 to everything?
Yeah, it's just
2 to every character. It's ridiculous.
Sorry,
so
continue the story. Sorry.
Yes, continue the story.
Oh, but yeah, the shop, they have closed circuit TV in their shop, and it's specifically to catch people stealing other people's Yu-Gi-Oh decks.
Oh my lord.
The whole reason
All right.
they have it.
All right, Bike Thief, you and I take it home. Last game of
Are
the
we
night.
battling?
Yeah,
All right,
why not?
I'm going to be.
Thanks for hanging out with us,
change
Loopy.
color.
We'll see you next week.
Night, Luke.
Yep. Thanks, you guys.
Nope.
Have a good night.
Have a good rest of your holiday weekend.
I mean, sorry to interrupt that story. It was just I was just seeing numbers flying around.
Oh, that's all right.
What are you gonna do? A
I'm
little
so
mill
mad at you
action.
for calling Mini shitty.
Hail Yoda!
Funny.
Hmm.
I have to go back and listen to it. I think I was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh and it just slipped out. I don't have any problem with minis.
You don't have a problem with
Just
minis?
so everyone's clear,
I
Poem
don't.
does not have any problem with minis.
No problem
He
with
does not.
minis.
My
It's
God.
like you need to be PC and like nerd channels. No, you can't go down and bash minis. Everybody. But bashing you good.
I'm gonna play a craziest deck. I'm gonna play this deck. I don't know what's in it. It's
Right,
just
and
jank, jank, straight jank, dude. Oh, I just drew my whole deck. I hate that. Night loot. Oh, this is driving me nuts. Get in there. I don't know what this is. This is the craziest thing ever. And you're playing Yoda Bale, so everybody's happy on stream right now. That's a very popular request.
Good. You guys get to watch me absolutely murder the correct sequencing of this deck.
Oh, gross. I didn't want that. Well, think about that for a second. Put these back.
BikeThief, you've been a great guest, man. Appreciate it having you on.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for having me on. This was fun.
You're like a storyteller. I think people appreciate that.
5. What'd you get? Oh, you got a lot.
I rolled
You
like
got a
30.
million. You got that on one die. Okay. All right. Well, which way do you want to go? Flats or flats?
I think I'm gonna give. No, I don't. I gotta think about it. Let me look at my. Let me look what this deck does. Let's. I'm gonna take the battlefield. I think I have to. Right, and this. Okay, cool. Let's roll.
I literally have no idea how this deck's gonna do. I've never played it.
This handsome fella. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Wow.
That's 4 shields. That's a lot of shields.
That's nuts.
Should have activated the other guy. Nah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna power action my salt flats.
8 shields?
And nah, I'm just gonna do this.
Oh.
I think like not. Oh wait, no, I can't because he's not a leader. He's a Jedi. Oh, he is a leader. Okay, good.
Yoda's a leader. You
Good.
got leaders both way. Yeah.
They're both. Oh, it's little Yoda that isn't.
You're good.
The other Yoda.
You're good.
The other Yoda is not a leader. Okay.
Thanks for the Twitch follows. Naked Inc. 903. Ferrex 19.
Quick draw holster.
Speaking
All right.
Fire.
And go like this. Get some money.
Imperial Spies laying out some good stuff. What did you do? Oh, you took logistics.
The logistics to
Right.
get.
I'm gonna seize the territory. Okay, and I got ambush. Now the power action's already been used on. Oh, look at the knife roll. And I'll bring in Saul.
For those interested, I'm probably going to stream a little bit of Jedi Fallen Order before I go to bed, like another hour. Going to Dathomir.
Right on. What you got? 2, 3.
Let's do this.
Oh, he's gonna lay the Admiral right away. Says, hey. All right, so let's see. Thinking. I'm gonna put 3 into the bale while I can.
Listen, that's just kind of rude. All right.
have a feeling that become one is in your hand.
So he did a logistics, and then he gets to play an admiral for 3, and he still has $1 left. That's really good.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, last game of the night, I don't give a rip.
That's a disrupt and a shield and an indirect. All right. Well, I will spend that, and I'm gonna throw.
You're gonna do the 4, huh?
I can only do 3, but they all go
Yeah, I'll
there.
do 3 indirect.
3 indirect. All right, we'll go.
And maybe you should have put the shields on Yoda, so you could, because you've gotten the 4 shields, because he's doing indirect to you. I mean,
He's got indirect, yeah, but that's probably true. I don't know that he's gonna keep that die.
Yeah, but he does indirect even with his special. Like Saw only does indirect.
What do you got left? You have a disrupt and a shield. I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm just gonna re-roll and try to hit my special on
Admiral.
Yeah, let's re-roll these 2.
Shield not terrible.
2 shields and 3 indirect.
I'm probably gonna resolve the shield, to be perfectly honest with you. 4 indirect. Hello.
Have you used the salt flats there yet, bud?
It's already been used. He used it earlier.
I used it earlier in the turn.
All right, so I'll do the 4 indirect.
Oh, and then you took it back. Gotcha.
All right.
3.
Let's do this.
You got to get that reset.
I'm gonna get super greedy and just try to hit the reset.
You kind of got to.
Did you spend the 1 to take control of the battlefield?
And I'll claim.
What?
No, he played the event.
I played Seizing Territory.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Is that 3 indirect?
No, that was 3 focus.
Oh, he discarded a reroll? Dang. Greed is real. I don't think I would have rerolled there.
Thinking. I don't care.
So Imperial Spy said, I watch you guys because it's a great time to sit here and relax. Like watching the jankness of the decks, only place I can find that doesn't just play good decks all the time. Yeah, man, like, there's a balance, right? Like, I mean, some of these have been meta relevant, like the Chopper deck that's been coming through, and the Snoke deck. You saw Raylo. But yeah, like trying to play with the spoilers and like just having fun with the game. I mean, realistically, the meta that exists right now is like very temporary. I feel it's very MPE as well.
Right. I'll resolve Bale's special.
Okay.
Oh, Spy. And also Tank Top Poem, that's another reason. Yeah, you're getting Beanie Poem tonight.
And I will re-roll. I'll make you re-roll the 3 indirect.
Well, Spy, we've appreciated the interactive
And the 2 indirect on that guy. I'll re-roll this Bale dice.
Okay.
We've appreciated all the interaction tonight.
Then I get to turn one of those dice to any side. I will turn do that, and I'm done resolving.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the farm.
Is Bale exhausted?
Yeah, he should be.
Cut it out.
Bike Thief, did you finish that story? Like, did you find the guy? Like, did he stop stealing the money? Like, what happened?
Oh, I think I sort of told. I think he got arrested. I don't think we got the money back. But and I like when I talked to the cops. My favorite part of that story is I didn't actually tell them that I stole his bike. I told him that I didn't know where he put his bike. Because I was worried that I was also going to get in trouble for stealing a bike, obviously. What do I want to do with this information? So, and I'm not sure if it's correct.
When I was a kid, I left my like really expensive rollerblades outside like a liquor store. I was getting like a soda, Slurpee or something. Some kid stole them, and somebody in the parking lot like recognized the kid and like knew where he lived and like told my mom, and like she drove over to his house and knocked on the door, and he answered, and she's like, "Give me the rollerblades and I won't tell your parents."
It's pretty fantastic.
And he went and got the rollerblades and gave them to her, and that was it.
That's pretty cool.
Do you have easy pickings in your hand?
These were like, I played like roller hockey, like these were like $300-$400 rollerblades. I like left them outside the liquor store, and I learned my lesson.
How long ago was this?
This was when I was a child. I was like maybe 10 years old. Just made me think of that. Like just someone stealing some stuff. Oh man.
Do that. Son of a bitch. I will do 3 damage to that fella.
I'm thinking.
Allow it.
Decide which card I want to pitch the reroll.
And like even go for a reset. I feel like the Admiral on bail is just so awkward.
Alright, I will play Guardian of the Wills.
Right on.
Onto him for free.
I don't want to get rid of that. I have to.
You gotta check the chat, Platt.
Move one. One of the 2 damage dice.
The tank top. Which one? One of the 2s?
It's just Imperial Spy.
Yeah, just one of the 2s.
I just found the sweetest meme. I like how I'm allowed to find, like, post memes and nobody else can.
Fine.
Oh man, where did this Imperial Spy come from? He just like came in. He's like,
came in hot.
Maybe he's like Inception with like a different gamer tag or something.
Excuse me.
Dude, mini painting tab is so hot right now. Like, jeez. I can't believe how popular it is.
People love to paint, and minis are the thing right now. So many games come with them.
Like T6 Ted over here, like 3D printing. Like his own minis. Like, that's so cool.
Does that give you a shield or damage? Shield.
Yep.
Yeah, shield. Oh, you don't have a blank side. Hold on.
Aha!
Aha! Hang on. Put that back on four for me. You don't mind? Hang on. But you don't have any money either to cash it,
It's also true.
so I'll take $1. I forgot about this thing too on my weapon. All weapons, actually. Taking the pair.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Allow it.
To indirect. That'll go right over there. Yeah, 2 indirect. I guess I could use salt flats on him and go to
Sure.
3. There you go.
That's good. I'm waiting for this Yoda Bill to like kill something. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to overwrite Neiman Mastery
Okay.
and just blank that.
All right.
that you're gonna turn to your melee side.
Two indirect and $1. I probably should have done that, but I'm just going to discard the reroll.
Yeah, it's just like a 1 in 6 for you, right? Like you got a kind of a weird die in that regard.
I'm okay with getting almost anything off this die, though. So, see,
That works.
Not punished.
good at game. Good at games.
Oops. Stupid hand.
Yeah, sure.
JT,
Get rid of it.
he's talking about how painting is fairly easy. Prime, base coat, wash, dry brush. Easy peasy. JT, we're over in the live stream chat. Tab. You have money?
There we go.
There's that special. Now we're talking. JT says don't need to be a savant to make them tabletop ready. I feel like these are the kinds of things, like I said, if I just like go hang out at the local game shop, like maybe I meet some dudes who are like really into a certain kind of mini game.
Well, I got into historical wargaming like 4 or 5 years ago, and I got into it for the gaming part of it. Like, I really enjoyed like the particular game system, but I totally got pulled into the hobby side of it as an accidental side effect. Like, I never envisioned myself as someone who was going to put in a ton of work. Did you really roll? You son of a dead. He might just be dead. No, he's not dead. No, he's not dead.
He is dead.
No, he is dead. Come on, dude.
I mean, I just think the real issue was the Admiral on Bale, which like...
That's probably true. What I should have done is I should have rolled out Bale initially and then moved in like salt flats one of his dice over. I guess I can salt flats a die, right? So I'll do that. I'll power action
you can
I'll do that, right? I can blank that die.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You do it.
There you go.
Oop.
Two. Wonder what he's gonna do. I feel like I would.
I think we're okay with that.
Activate Yoda here. Ooh, don't do that.
I'll give him a shield.
I would activate Yoda and then get the reset on Yoda before Bale dies. Timing is everything here. See, I would have re-rolled.
3.
Brought in Chewie's rifle or something. Ooh, he's gonna reset. Who's he resetting?
Well, you can't take this die out of the pool. It's blank.
Oh, he just stays in there.
That's true. You know, you can reset
Okay.
Yoda with that dice. I mean, he's already ready right now, but
Oh, that's a good point.
his resetting Bale is like pretty weak.
I'm sticking with it. Bale's gonna survive this turn.
I've got a choice to make.
I go for the overwrite, and he's gonna reset Rex.
I'm going to play You Are in Command now. And I get ambush.
Don't activate him. Don't activate him. You have 2 dice in the pool.
Money.
Doing direct is fine. He's got to take shit.
Five.
But Yoda Bell is not performing properly.
Okay.
Two.
Due to Yoda.
Going for the jugular here.
$1.
Sounds like he's got the second admiral.
Yeah, Beacon Fire. First mistake definitely was Admiral on Bale. I mean, so awkward. But he's got
Your
this
command now.
Yep.
reset deal.
Addy. And do I have to? So that's going to cost 2.
He spends.
So
Well, you get a discount for bail if you haven't used this turn.
I haven't used it. But that's, yeah, it costs 2 because it's -1 for bail, -1 for you're in command now. So if I overwrite wills,
You get it. You get it.
I can spend 3 resources to put on Yoda and ready him.
You're good to go now.
That is correct.
Yeah, that'll
I
teach
mean, but
you.
now he's dead though. But like,
Because I don't have I have no removal. That's game. I botched this.
GG.
GG, sir.
Had the bandolier. I was looking for back to therapy eventually and build this guy up and back to.
Yeah, I kind of punted that first turn when my sequencing was terrible, which I think I predicted. I think chat will back me up on this. I absolutely predicted I was going to sequence it terribly.
I think it's just repetitions with these kind of combo decks and stuff. They're pretty finicky. The Admiral reset decks in particular.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it on a holiday weekend. Been great having everybody. Congrats to Blakey Fresh for winning the Bones
Great.
mat, and thanks for BikeThief for coming on, man. Really loved having you on. Great stories. I look forward to running into you in another regional.
Dude.
Definitely Nova again for sure.
Absolutely.
You know. Yeah. Oh, Poem. Any last words here? Oh, catch Poem doing his stream. He's going to do some Fallen Order here after this in a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little Fallen Order, but I appreciate everybody tuning in. BikeThief, once again, you're an excellent guest, and I guarantee we're gonna, try to have you back on here, late night gaming. We really enjoy it.
Absolutely.
I will absolutely be back on.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Hopefully by then we get some new, have some new cards play and new meta and things like that. So
It was fun seeing some of your ideas with the new stuff tonight.
yeah,
So.
I mean, McBobber really played that Django Boba a little bit better than me, but just trying out the Poe and seeing how awkward he can be in some regards, but got to work out the kinks and stuff. So anyhow,
One last thing.
Well,
Thanks to Game Shop.
Yep, go ahead. You got it.
Thanks for Game Shop at Destiny for sponsoring the show. Check them out. Use our code late night and get a 15% discount on singles. Thank you all and have a good night.
Beacon
Guys.
Fire. First time I made it all the way through Beacon Fire. A long time listener here, so that's cool.
Nice Beacon. Have a good night, y'all. Last words there, Poem? Any last words?
Yeah, of course. If you made it this far, you're my hero.
That's my man.
All right.
All right, we love this community. Peace.
See you
Night,
later.
gang.